Hi everyone, today I'm gonna be introducing you to a very delicious Vietnamese noodle soup, a specialty of North Central Coast regions of Vietnam like Vinh or Nghệ An. It's called MIයෙන් N or glass noodle soup with eel. Eel is quite a delicacy and not everyone is a fan, but if you know how to cook right, it's gonna come out a really great dish. Let's begin.
Helen's recipes.
All good noodle soup have to start with a good stock. Firstly, you want to place the pork bones in a pot of water and add half a teaspoon of salt and a tablespoon of vinegar. Boil over high heat for about 5 minutes until all the impurities rise to the top. Then dump out the whole pot and wash the bones clean. This step is to remove the impurities in the bones and is a very crucial step to keep the broth clear. Then return the bones to a clean pot, fill with about 4 liters of cold water, a tablespoon of salt, and 1 peeled onion. The onion adds more flavor and also helps to keep the broth clear. Bring to a boil over high heat. Occasionally skim up the scum and then lower the heat and cook for about an hour. If you want to take extra mile to make a super flavorful broth, then grill 2 shallots and 2 slices of ginger under open flame until charred, and then peel off the charred part. Add the grilled shallot into the broth together with a teaspoon of rock sugar. For the eel, choose big ones with yellow bellies. If you buy it fresh, you can ask the seller to clean and remove the guts for you. If you buy it frozen at Asian store, it should have been clean and ready to cook. Rub with some salt and vinegar to remove the fishy smell and the slimy touch on the skin. In a small saucepan, add 1 liter of water together with half a teaspoon of salt. Then add the eel and cook for about 2 to 5 minutes depending on the size of the eel. When you see little cracks on the flesh of the eel, it's cooked. Take out, rinse under cold water and let cool. Then hold the eel at one end. Use the thumb and 2 fingers of the other hand to pull and remove the meat of the eel. Don't throw away the bones just yet. You can roughly crush the bones and return to the small saucepan to boil for another 15 minutes. It's gonna release a lot of sweetness to the soup. Now season the flesh of the eel with some salt and pepper, a little bit of turmeric powder, about half a teaspoon. Divide the eels into 2 parts. Take the larger pieces and roll over some cornstarch, then deep fry until golden brown. For the rest of the eel, you can add some grated ginger. When the oil is nice and hot, you can throw in the eel that is being coated with cornstarch and fry until it's golden and crispy. Fried shallots is an important topping for this noodle soup, so I'm gonna slice up a lot of shallot, then coat with some cornstarch and also deep fry until golden brown. Then take out and place on paper towel to drain off the excess oil. The broth has been cooking for an hour. It's very clear but flavorful. We're gonna take out the broth to another pot. Also strain the eel broth into this as well. And then have a taste and adjust the seasonings with more fish sauce and chicken stock to your taste. For the glass noodles, it's best to use MIයෙන් N or MIයෙන් bought in a package like this. You want to soak in cold water for about 10 minutes to soften and then add to the boiling broth to cook for about a minute. Transfer the glass noodle to the bowl, top with the soft version and also the crunchy version of the eel. Don't forget to chop up some spring onion and Vietnamese mint or raw ram and sprinkle on top. Ladle that flavorful and clear broth all over. Add peppers, chilies, lots of crispy fried shallots, and also the blanched white spot of spring onion or hành chang. Wow, look at that! It smells amazing. The broth is really sweet and hearty. The glass noodle is light and slippery. The crispy ear adds a really nice texture to the noodle soup bowl. This recipe, together with so many other pho and noodle recipes, can be found in my cookbook, Simply Pho, which otherwise, just click subscribe and turn on the bell button so you won't miss my next video when it comes out. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.